The Cycle of Ash and Bloom, Chapter 2, Whispers of the Mountain. Days turned into weeks, and Lin slowly began to adapt to his new life in the village. The people were kind, if a little wary of him at first, and they took him in as one of their own. He learned their ways, their customs, and their language, a melodic tongue that seemed to resonate deep within him, as if he had known it all along. The village was small and isolated, nestled in the shadow of Mount Cinder, a towering peak that loomed over the landscape like a silent guardian. The villagers spoke of the mountain with a mixture of reverence and fear, their voices hushed when they mentioned the wild magic that permeated its slopes. "The mountain is alive," Elder May told him one evening as they sat by the fire. "It breathes, it dreams, and it watches over us. Those who venture too far into its depths rarely return." Lin listened intently, his curiosity piqued. "What kind of magic does it have?" Elder May smiled, her eyes twinkling with a hint of mischief. "The kind that cannot be easily explained. It is the source of qi, the life force that flows through all living things. Some say that the mountain itself is a cultivator, that it has been gathering qi for centuries, waiting for the right moment to awaken." Lin frowned. "What's a cultivator?" Elder May's expression grew serious. "Cultivators are those who have learned to harness the power of qi, to shape it and use it to achieve incredible feats. They are rare, and their abilities are both revered and feared. Some use their power for good, to protect the weak and maintain balance. Others, well, let's just say that power can corrupt even the purest of hearts." Lin's mind raced with questions. Could he become a cultivator? Was that why he had been brought here, to this strange world? As the weeks passed, he began to notice subtle changes in himself. His senses seemed sharper, his movements more fluid. He could feel the qi that flowed through the world around him, a faint, pulsing energy that seemed to beckon to him. One day, while exploring the foothills of Mount Cinder, he stumbled upon a hidden cave. The entrance was partially obscured by vines, but something about it called to him. He pushed aside the foliage and stepped inside, his heart pounding with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. The cave was dimly lit, the air thick with the scent of earth and incense. In the center of the chamber sat an old man, his eyes closed in deep meditation. His white beard reached his waist, and his robes were tattered and worn, but there was an undeniable aura of power about him. Lin hesitated, unsure of whether to approach. But before he could decide, the old man's eyes snapped open, their obsidian depths piercing through the darkness. "Who are you, boy?" the old man asked, his voice low and gravelly. Lin swallowed hard. "My name is Lin. I live in the village below." The old man studied him for a long moment, then nodded. "I am Old Man Feng. And you, Lin, are not like the others. I can sense it in you, a spark of potential waiting to be ignited." Lin's heart raced. "What do you mean?" Old Man Feng smiled, a knowing glint in his eyes. "You have the makings of a cultivator, boy. If you are willing to learn, I can teach you the ways of qi." Lin didn't hesitate. "I want to learn." And so, his journey into cultivation began. To be continued.
Like, share, and subscribe for more.